Hey guys, it's Marty B&W for CoolCleveland. I'm down here at the New Bridge Center with filmmaker Robert Banks. How are you today, Robert?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We heard all about your new film coming out, Paper Shadows. Can you give us a little bit of an update? What's it all about?
Well, Paper Shadows is my first feature-length film. It's an experimental narrative, and it reflects upon the angst and the creativity of being an artist in the Midwest, in particular in the city of Cleveland. But overall, it is also a celebration of cinema as well, too. If I wanted to do one film in a lifetime, it would be probably something like this. And it's, of course, on a no budget, single-handedly out of my pocket, like everything else. And most likely it will be my last film of this type because it was a tremendous experience. It's very close to being finished. We just need that little bit of extra funding to get us over the top so we can process our film negative. We shot all on 35mm black and white stock.
So why is this film so important to the Cleveland area?
Well, Cleveland is such a booming city right now, more than ever. I mean, everything's happening here. You got LeBron James coming back. You have the Republican National Convention coming here. We just had the gay games. And plus, new institutions are being built. The Cleveland Clinic is expanding. Everything is happening. The funny thing is, I sort of witnessed this whole process in the last 20 years. And I always had an idea about a city that was going from the rags to riches type thing, which Cleveland tends to do every other decade growing up here. So this film is in many ways like a celebration of that, but it's also addressing the sacrifices that were made as well. And I'm sort of disguising all that with a semi-pseudo plot narrative to the film, but it's more or less just examining exactly how a city like this can evolve through the eyes of these different characters, different gender, different ethnic backgrounds, stuff like that. So I'm paying a lot of homage to the legacy of how the city has evolved, plus my love of cinema, traditional cinema, Italian neorealist, French New Wave, American independent cinema. So you're seeing elements of that too. So it's a film about Cleveland in a sense, but in a real purist sort of way. No digital, some experimental methods that I've been known for using, but I really wanted to keep it as pure as possible. But I want to make it something that's going to be as entertaining as well as thought-provoking too. So yeah.
It sounds like a really fun experience, also a learning experience, using a lot of interns. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, the big task of making this was training students. A lot of my interns were actually former high school students of mine from different schools, from different districts in the Cleveland public school system, and also working here at New Bridge. My bosses here allowed me to use this as a project-based learning curriculum for our high school kids, which we do here at New Bridge. We do filmmaking and photography here, was what I teach. And so the kids wanted to actually work on an actual film because we teach digital film video here. And I wanted to give them a touch of how it worked, but they were so in love with the process, they wanted to actually work on the film. So a good chunk of our quarters were the kids actually helping me make Paper Shadows. And they were gripping, they were gaffing, they were doing the camera operations, they were doing some of the editing, a little bit of everything. And so a good chunk of the film was produced by these kids. And it was great to see that because these kids loved the process. They had fun with it. We had our pitfalls too. But overall, it was a really, really cool experience. And I wouldn't have traded that for the world. That was actually great.
Robert, I mean, we love your films. You're a great Cleveland filmmaker, and this is going to be one of your last. So sad, but we kind of want you to get this project going. So let's get going with this Kickstarter. How much more funding do you guys need?
I think at this point in time, as we speak right now, we're at $2,450, I believe. So the goal is $10,970, which is a long ways away. We have 17 days left. So if people are motivated, if I can get at least a couple of thousand of my friends out there all over the world to donate at least $10, I think we can reach that goal. So if you know anybody or if anybody's dedicated to this, please help us out. I mean, this is definitely something unique. I mean, there's many films being made here in Cleveland, really a lot of good quality films locally, but this one is going to really stick out for a lot of good reasons. And this film is meant to go globally. I mean, there's people everywhere that really want to see something like this. And it's a testament, That's one of the reasons why I'm saying this is sort of my last, because I want to keep making films, but maybe not under these impoverished conditions, so to speak. But yeah, we just need a good 8 1/4, maybe.
Well, it sounds pretty easy. So come on, funders, get on going. My name is Marty B&W for CoolCleveland. Thank you again, Robert, and we can't wait to see Paper Shadows.
Thank you, Marty.
You guys, I'll see you online. Have a great one.